I forgot the date already. What is it? The 6th? 7th? No. No. Something like that, though. So, hi, everybody. I'm going to review a movie, but on the way home from work today, around 3:15, I guess. No, maybe like 3:20. So I'm driving down I'm driving down the street to get to my street. It's like a main road in the neighborhood. Just trying to set the scene. So I'm driving, and my street is at a four-way stop, probably like most. But then I see like a group of people on the side of a house by the fence, and it looks like two guys. They're locked up and they're like moving back and forth. And I'm like, holy hell, what's going on? Now that I think about it, one of them could even have been a woman because they look pretty small. Then they broke it apart, and everyone's just standing like watching them. Maybe like 8 to 10 other people. Maybe like 8 people. But I didn't want to like stop or stare, so I just turned down my street, got my dog to go to the park for a quick walk, and I was like, should I drive back by just to see if anything happened? But then I was like, I don't want to see like if someone got murdered, like shot or stabbed, or someone's getting like their head smashed by a rock or something. So I don't want to see that. But then I was like, but I do want to see the cops. I don't know what I wanted, but I was just nosy. And I drove back by again, and now there was just like two ladies talking. Everybody else was gone. So I go to the park. It's like on the way, and then like less than a minute later, I see a cop streak by. And I was like, we must be going there. And then when I went for like a 30-minute walk, I come back and everybody's gone. So I guess it wasn't too bad, whatever it was, but it was weird. It's like not a big, but a group of people like watching a fight, not doing anything. I wonder, just nosy. Anyway, I got some comment. I did it. I got issue 29 of Blue Devil. So now I have them all. I'm happy now. I can read the whole series and have them. And since I ordered those other comics, that Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man 111, it made me. I read it. It was pretty good. It was just a good classic Spider-Man story. And then after I read it, I was I want that Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man #1, which I used to have. I wish I would have kept. Because there was a time where I had every issue of Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man. So I was gonna have to. I'm only gonna order it if I get Buzz. So I got Buzz and I ordered it. It was $16. Look how similar the covers are. So now I have Spectacular Spider-Man #1, and I had to order #2. #2 is like $9. It's got Craven and Tarantula. So yeah, Tarantula's awesome. Maybe I'll just get his appearances. Then I pre-ordered this a while ago. It seems like a while ago. I got Disembodied from Bleeding Skull. The trailer just looks awesome. It says, indebted to David Lynch's Eraserhead, Ed Wood's Plan 9 from Outer Space, and Frank Henenlotter's Brain Damage, Disembodied is a cinematic acid trip that blurs the lines between horror and experimental art. There's more, but so I'll definitely watch this soon, I hope. And check out the trailer. It looks really good. So I guess I'll try to keep this one short. I watched a movie on Shudder. Let me get my notes. My friend Alex gave me this notebook like 8 years ago. I'm using it for the new issue and for some notes. So I watched Death Valley from 2021, directed by Matt Nina Bear, and written by him and Jen Lloyd. actors are Matt Nina Bear and Ethan Mitchell. So I picked this off Shudder. I just wanted to watch a monster movie, and I'll just cut to. It was okay. um, One thing, the monster, the creature, it looked pretty good, but I mean, the suit or whatever, the prosthetic suit that the guy was wearing, it looked good, but it reminded me so much of that movie, The Lair, the creatures that, because those are eyeless too, and I was like, man, it's like the xenomorph from Alien is eyeless, and H.R. Giger said like things without eyes are scary. So I think everybody's using that like idea, but no one's good at creating creatures, so they're just using like, because it almost looks like it's not skinless, but it looks like so many other monsters, even kind of like the zombies from The Last of Us, like the Lair, maybe not so much Feast, but a little bit. That just all those movies like Animal. There's so many movies where the monster looks like this, and looks like this. Anyway, so yeah, one thing that Shudder does is they let people post their reviews right under the movie, and so many movies, so many movie reviews are, and not just for this movie, but so many I looked at is this sucks, waste of time. It'll be like this sucks, waste of time, great movie, it's okay, give it a watch, only once, just so lukewarm, and it just kind of makes me not want to watch these movies. But I watched this one. Uh, People kept saying it's like Resident Evil, Doom, which it is. Then I looked it up. This was made during COVID on a super low budget, and that even like the director Matt Nina Bear, he built the bunker set in the back of his house. I don't know how much land he's got. It says backyard. It looks really good. If this, I don't know what the budget is, but if it's as low budget as they make it out to be, I could see this in a theater. I could imagine it. It looks like a real movie. But yeah, there's no gore. There's no like awesome like monster reveal. You just see it like early on. It's a very mixed bag, but kind of a lot like that movie I just reviewed, Channel. It got better towards the end. It seems like he was trying, but he's not just like the most super creative person. And what I also found out is that the director Matt, the Matt guy, he's the guy in the Psycho Gorman costume. So he worked on a really creative movie, but it didn't really rub off. This is very by the numbers, but there is a good action scene. Like the first half of the movie is like in the woods, and that was okay. It was pretty good. This is more, as I was watching it, I was like, this is just more like an action movie. But then when the action ends, I was like, man, now I gotta face a monster. So it's just, yeah, it's really peaks and valleys, up and down, sink or swim. But after finding all that stuff out, I'm a little more lenient. I would give it a 2.5. So yeah, just these two soldiers of fortune. They go into this bunker to save a scientist. There's a twist at the end, which by the time I really wasn't paying attention to the story, because it was almost over, and I was like, nothing's gonna really happen. But there was some more action at the end. Not the greatest. A lot of stuff didn't have like impact, like of a John Woo movie or Quentin Tarantino where he does action, or you know what? I had Prometheus on, that part where that guy starts killing everybody and they run him over and they're setting him on fire. And he's just smashing dudes. That was intense, and that's scary. It was scary. It's almost like makes me cringe when I watch it. So it's not like that, but it was, like I said, you could tell the guy, they were trying to make a movie, but yeah, during COVID and such a low budget, such a small cast, but it's. And then they do say there's like 22 of the creatures. You never see more than one at a time, but with the budget constraints, and like I said, the monsters look they look cool. Eyeless, like skinless thing. So I'll give it 2.5. But should you watch it? If you just want to watch a monster movie, like it made me think of like Night Beast. Night Beast is awesome, but then maybe like a movie like The Bog. I would compare like the level of excitement to something like that, or Demon of Paradise, I think it's called. Actually, Demon of Paradise is pretty good compared to this. It's just super low budget. It just lacked that creative spark I felt. So yeah, if you want to see a monster movie, and you're not expecting much, with some okay action, and you just can't. Yeah, if you're looking for something to watch on Shudder, and you're just like I do, just watch it. Then just pick something. Make a decision. Damn it. But I can't find these CDs I got from the library. I don't know what I did with them. Oh, I've been cleaning too. I've been decluttering, but I guess not. So it's a movie Death Valley, and it's not set in Death Valley. It's like in Eastern Europe. You would think a movie called Death Valley would be set in Death Valley. So I'm gonna try to watch these other Shudder monster movies. We'll see how they are. Shudder, man. I don't know, but I guess that's it. Listening to Druid Lord Grotesque Offering, and I'll see ya in the next one.